Yes! Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps, what's going on you sexy bitches? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a Sunday afternoon video, right here, on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. Go Niners! 9! And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down there, you know where it is, in the description box below on this channel, and my other channels as well. Show your love and support as we roll on through the next pretty much 6 weeks of the rest of 2024. 5 weeks from till Christmas Eve and Christmas. 6 weeks from Tuesday, the end of the year. We are actually 11 days from today will be Thanksgiving Day, the start of the holiday season. So get your shit now for Black Friday for Black Friday, because after that you're fucked pretty much. Might not be able to get what you actually want for a good price, but we'll see. See what happens with that. But getting closer and closer to the start of the holiday season. People are starting to put up their Christmas stuff. Why? Don't get me started with that, because it's not Christmas! Not yet. 5 weeks will be Christmas officially, and then we'll just roll out the final days of the year, and then we'll start fresh 2025. 6 weeks from Wednesday. So, we're 6 weeks away from the end of the year. And for some of us, we want this year to end. For some, thank God. Well, for some of you, we had a great year. Some of you did not have a great year. Or it was kind of like this. But either way, in 6 weeks, we'll start fresh, clean slate, new beginnings. And we'll roll into 2025, the midpoint of the decade of the 2020s, which haven't been very good. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so subscribe to my channels, all down below in the gobbledygook. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share your love and support there. Leave a comment on this video if you want. But if you leave stupid comments, bye-bye, so long, farewell. You will never be heard from again, because Satan will eat your soul in the shadow realm, where you'll be burning in hell. Burn in hell! You know that too. But that's pretty much it. And follow, like I said, follow me on social media. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you do, you're pretty much SOL. And you know what that means. And that's that. You missed it. You missed it. And you need to get slapped in the face because you missed it. And all that other good shit. And if you're brand new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one. Whatever you got, water, beer, wine, juice, whatever you got, put your feet up and enjoy the show. You like it? Great. You don't? You can fuck off. And that's all I gotta say about that. And that's all I gotta say. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday, Football Sunday, Week 11 in the NFL, in the league where they play for pay. Got the Jets on right now, at home against the Colts. 3.5 left in the third quarter. 16-14. Didn't look good for the Jets. Early on, they were down, I think, 13-0. Came back to make it 14-13. And then the Colts kicked a field goal, making it 16-14. Right now, the Jets are just about in field goal range. 3rd and 12. We'll see what practice this gun double check can do. Jets win, they might still have a slight chance. Well, they didn't get the third down, but in any case, they might. The Jets win today. They might have somewhat of a chance. Maybe, just maybe. I doubt it, but maybe make a run for the playoffs, for maybe the final playoff spot. I don't think they're gonna get the top, number 5 or 6 seed. Maybe get the 7 seed, but where they're going, I don't think so, but you never know in the wacky world of football. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, Jets going for a long field goal. 58-yard field goal. I don't think this guy's going to make it. Hey, looks good! He made it! Wow! Good for you. Good for you. Not that I picked the Jets to win this game, but every time I pick the Jets to lose, they win, and when they win, they lose. So it boggles my mind every year in my pick'em league. I can't I can't win. It sucks. But the new I think it's a new kicker. By that much. Made it by that much. And with room to breathe. Look like it was gonna hook or maybe hit the left crossbar. Just got it in. It will, or as the guy from Major League used to say, just a bit outside. But anyway, damn. Detroit is walloping Jacksonville right now, 42-6. Huh? Can you say they won? I think so. Minnesota, right on the heels of the Lions, 16-3 against the Tennessee Titans. That's probably going to be a win there, unless Tennessee comes back, but I doubt that. The Bears, my good buddy Mount Goody, up and down season with the Bears. Bears against the Packers, who play the Niners next Sunday night for Sunday Night Football. Speaking of the Niners, got a big, huge division game today in Santa Clara against the Seacocks. Coming up in about an hour from now. We'll see how that goes. No George Kittle because of a hamstring injury. Trent Williams not playing, so we'll see what happens with the Niners. Still got McCaffrey back for his second official game. Had a great comeback last week. I guess the Succaneers barely won that game. Let's see how today goes. But next couple games, the Niners got a really tough next 3 games. Today, next week, in Green Bay, which is going to be cold as fuck at night, too. So the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field will happen next Sunday night, prime time. Can't wait for that. Then the week after that, December the 1st, another cold weather game in Buffalo. God forbid it's snowing around there, because we're getting around the time where you get the Lake Effect snow machine starting in Buffalo. But hopefully nothing we get they don't get that. And for the other games in the division for the Niners, I should say, Rams up 21-13 over the Patriots, who basically suck. Not that I did kind of pick them as an upset, but I should have known better. So what happens with that? I think Arizona's off this week. I don't even know. But at least the Giants are off, so they actually did something good. Yeah. But the Giants are tanking so bad, it's insane. They play next Sunday. I don't even know who they play next Sunday. Then they got the Thanksgiving game in Dallas. Ooh. I don't know. They might be. We're at 2-8 now. I would say they'll be 3-9 by the time we hit week 13, which is Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. But let's just put it this way: the Giants are done. They're pretty much almost eliminated. Not officially yet, but they're eliminated. Bye bye. Vic DiBitetto is he's putting the golf clubs away. He's about to go to Cancun by the time we hit New Year's Eve. Adios, Vic! But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, enough about football. We'll talk about football probably later. But that's it. Alright, really quickly, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get this out of the way because I got other things to do with my day. Like the Niners coming up in about 45 minutes from now. So, right now, really quickly, it is time. And I'm going to do my TNA Ring of Honor review later tonight. Also, Collision, hopefully tonight. But we'll see what happens from there. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, video number 1 here on the main channel. First of possibly 3 videos today, but we'll see. It is time for your late and out-of-date WWE Smackdown and AEW Rampage! reviews for this past Friday night, November the 15th, 2024. Alright, Smackdown was actually live from Milwaukee, which means the good land. That's what it means, the good land. Don't know what it means? Look it up. That's what Milwaukee means. So, we're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Whoops, I went ahead of my notes. Apologize for that. Come back. There you go. Please. Okay, stop it. Alright, so, SmackDown, we're 2 weeks away from the Survivor Series. Interesting little tidbits in this show. The Bloodline Civil War intensifies with a possible fifth member for Team Solo, me bookie. I love you, Solo! So we got that, and a possible, and controversial ending with a certain Wiseman. Talk about that a little bit. But anyway, we are from the Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and as always on Friday nights, our commentary team of the legend Mitchell Cole and, legend in his own mind, that's Corey Slave. Alright, we have to start with the United States, Women's United States title tournament. We'll get to that in just a little bit, and a little bit more. But we start the show off, and I wish we didn't, with Cody! MDKOD Cody! You bitch! Fuck Cody. And his fucking Cody crybabies. But anyway, Cody comes out, not in a suit. I wonder why. It's all business. You know, he calls out Kevin Owens, gets right to the point, says, get your ass out here. But instead of Kevin Owens coming out, Nicholas Aldis comes out and says, this is a different Kevin Owens that you've seen before, Cody. He injured Randy because of the power driver. Aldis says Owens crossed the line last week, and until they figure it out, well, Kevin Owens is pretty much banned from the arenas. That sucks. So Cody's like, this is exactly what KO wanted. This is how he handles business. And you know, and I know, Nick Aldis, that this isn't about the money, but rather KO is not, I'm not allowed to run the asylum. And the idea of dealing with things internally doesn't work for me, And he says, Nick, put yourself in my shoes. KO is telling everyone that what happened to Orton is my fault. Pretty much it is, dumbass. And everything that happened is on Cody. And I'm not gonna let KO get away with this. So the ball is in your court, Nicholas Aldis. But I'm not gonna wait that long. I still think they're gonna have a match at Survivor Series. Cody's probably gonna win somehow. I would have Kevin win by disqualification, or just have a no contest. I don't even give a fuck about the match, to be honest with you. Or Randy somehow comes out of the hospital and whips Kevin's ass. And we get that match at the Royal Rumble. This is the last main pay-per-view this year. Or they do it at Saturday Night's main event. That's the next actual event, but not a pay-per-view, it's an event. And they're doing another one in January. Where? I don't know. I think they're doing it, I forgot what the date is. I think it's around the January 15th, 16th area. It's like the third week in, I think it's the third week in January. I don't know where yet, but December 14th is gotta be at the Nassau Mausoleum. So, that should be fun. Look at that. Alright, so Cody's thing I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the back. We have the OG Bloodline. Put your ones up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wrong finger. Wrong finger. Wrong hand. Put your ones up, ladies and gentlemen. And acknowledge them like you acknowledge the prophecy, because you do. Anyway, we have the Usos, Jimmy and the Yeet Man, Jey Uso, with the honorary Us, Sami Zayn. Are we feeling pretty oosy right now? I hope we are. Well, the OG Bloodline weren't feeling pretty oosy Friday night, and I'll explain why in a little bit. Anyway, so they're there. Jimmy's on the phone with Roman. Roman says, I'm on the way. And they still need a fit member, and Sammy's like, I think I might know someone. It might not work, but I think I know a guy. And then he goes off and talks to Eli Drake, of all people. Eli Drake. What are you thinking, Sammy? You moron! So anyway, we got that. That's that. Alright, then we go to the Women's U.S. title tournament, first round matches. I got a problem with this there, Hunter. Why isn't Zelina Vega in it? I mean, this thing's not even... I don't even think this tournament it has any Raw superstars, which makes no fucking sense unless Adam Pearce comes out and says, hey, how about we're going to have a Women's Intercontinental title tournament, and then maybe they'll give it to Zelina Vega, but does she really need an Intercontinental title? I mean, she is from Puerto Rico, I can understand that, but still, she is originally from Queens, New York, so I don't understand why she's not in the tournament. Unless there's a reason behind that maybe Chelsea Green wins the belt because she is in the tournament. I think she's gonna win it. I don't think it's gonna be Mia Yim. I think it's gonna be Chelsea, which is gonna. I mean, it makes me happy, but still, maybe Chelsea faces Zelina Vega somehow, some way. I think maybe Zelina Vega becomes the second Women's U.S. champ. I don't know how it's going to work. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But anyway, we got Bayley, give me a hug, who should not even be in this tournament, B-Fab, and Candice LeRae. Pretty decent match. And I was very impressed with B-Fab. I mean, she was kind of green in NXT. You know, her feud with Elektra Lopez really wasn't, great. But over time, she started training with Natalya at the dungeon. Natalya, it's like smacked her up a few times. Like, hey, you need to be better. And she put on a beautiful, impressive performance. I loved it. Bayley, a couple times she almost got the win, but in the end, we got a half Nelson slam, plants Bayley, and that B-Fab hit that. B-Fab has to send Candice to the outside. And that led Bayley to steal a roll-up, 1, 2, 3, in under 10 minutes. Bayley goes on to the semifinals. And the finals are going to be at Saturday night's main event, December the 14th. So we'll see what happens with that. But Bayley goes to the semis, and we'll see what happens with that. More matches coming this week. That too. We get that. So the brackets... Alright, so Bayley advanced. Our next set of matches, we've got Bianca Belair, I don't know why she's in this, and Jade. We got Chelsea Green, Bianca Belair taking on Chelsea Green and Blair Davenport. I guess that's on the Raw. Well, isn't Blair on Raw? Anyway, then the other bracket, we have Jade Cargill taking on Mia Yim and Piper Niven. I think Jade might win that, but I would love to see Bianca Belair and Jade go at it in the semis. That would be great. But we'll see. And then we got Naomi, Tiffy Tiff. Daddy, I'm in the tournament. I'm going to win. I hope so. Wait, do I have faith in me, Daddy? I always have faith in you. You're going to win. You have that briefcase, too. So, even if you don't win the tournament, you can cash in. Ah. You're so smart, Daddy. Okay. Alright, so we have Naomi, Tiffy Tiff, and Elektra Lopez. With that, see how that goes. Not a bad lineup, but like I said, I wish Zelina Vega was in this fucking tournament. Take Bianca and Jade out. I would put in Zelina, and I'd probably put in like either an Alba Fire, maybe Isla Dawn. How about Nikki Cross? But once again, WWE screws, no pun intending, and not sexualized, they screw over Zelina Vega. No wonder her push is like over, I don't know how many days officially it is, but it's over, almost getting close to 150 days. That this petition to push Zelina Vega is still going on Twitter and Instagram and Twitch. We're going to keep going until she finally gets that mega push and hopefully wins either the women's title or the women's US title. See what happens with that. Alright, then we see The Rock on the Tonight Show being a dick. Basically, you know, him and Jimmy Fallon arguing over a pillow, and then Rock got a little bit pissed off with Jimmy Fallon. Then he took a pillow and smacked Jimmy Fallon right in the face. Just because he would, you know, I'm gonna go to the premiere for Red 1, which by the way sucks. I saw the trailer for it. It is horrible. Stick to actually good movies there, Rock. Like Fast and Furious or, you know, Scorpion King. But I digress. Moving on. Alright, then we go to the back. B-Fab tells the Street Profits to go win the tag team belts from the Motor City Machine Guns later on. And then Chelsea Green and Piper Never come in, mocks her for her loss in the tournament. And then Mia Yim with her trusty kendo stick comes in and then scares him off. That's that. Alright, after that, I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. After that, we go to Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life with his U.S. title open challenge. Talks about Logan Paul a little bit. It's like, yeah, you can cheer for him, and nobody gives a fuck about him. And then Legado come out with Santos Escobar. The Mexican Wolves, Humberto Carrillo, and Angel Garza, and the lovely Elektra Lopez, they come out. Santos asks if Logan Paul can say something cool. I didn't get that. And then he thinks he's going to win the belt, but Eli says, well, Humberto is staring at him like he's covered in barbecue sauce. Then he makes a little sexual joke to Elektra, says, oh, she's going to be calling me daddy. Okay. So we get that. Then we get to the match. Match wasn't anything to write home about. You know, 4-minute match. Eli retains the belt. Easy match for him. That's it. Wins with a BFT. And then after the match, Shinsuke Nakamura with a new look, all black with a little bit of face paint. I wonder where we got that from. Oscar. Anyway, he comes out, lays out Eli. So now we got an actual fresh challenger for Eli. Finally, Shinsuke comes back from obscurity, gets into a little feud with Eli. I hope he wins, but probably won't win the title. So, you know, Shinsuke goes off for a little bit, does a couple of Japan shows, he was on the tour earlier this year, losing like guys like Cody and AJ, you know. But he comes back with a new look, maybe a new theme song. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see with this new look Shinsuke Nakamura has in store. If he doesn't win the title, at least he got something to do. But I think his contract's ending pretty much, I think, by the end of this year or going into next year. But we'll see what happens with that. But great to see Shinsuke back. Alright, then we go to the locker room of the Tribal Chief. Hope you ones acknowledge him of Roman Reigns. So, the Usos and Sammy go into the room. And basically, Jay's like, make the call. We need a fifth guy. Make the call. And then the fake-ass fuck Bloodline Solos group interrupts as they go to the ring. Roman's like, let's go. And then we see Sammy, like, pull out a phone, he throws his phone onto the couch. Remember that for later. So the fake-ass Bloodline gets in. Roman's team comes out. Big, humongous brawl. Roman saves Sammy from a Samoan spike. Spear solo. Sammy then hits a flippy doo onto everybody. And then we have an epic stare down between Jacob Fatu and Roman. They're about to go at it. And then Roman gets blindsided by El Gordito, Bronson Reed, who basically wipes the floor with everybody. Roman tries to fight back, but once again he gets hit with a Samoan spike. And then Jacob hits the moonsault. And to add even more to that, Bronson Reed hits the tsunami on Roman. Roman basically got fucked up. The entire OG bloodline got fucked up bad. And that's it. And then Bronson's putting up his fucking one. Like, you're actually part of the bloodline when you're not even Samoan. That's that. And then we see in the ring, Roman's, trying to grab whatever left of him. Jimmy and Jay come in. Jimmy's like, make the call! So, you know what that means. Monday night on Raw, well, actually, tomorrow night on Raw, Seth freaking Rollins is gonna eventually say, alright, I'm not done with Bronson, I'll team up with you, but this is just a one-time thing, Roman. Because I think he's gonna talk to Sammy. And Sammy's gonna like, we need you, come on. Or maybe Bronson starts talking shit about Seth. Seth comes out and like, alright, that's it. When he joins the team. But I think a certain Wiseman might be coming back at Survivor Series. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we go to Kevin Owens posting a video on his car. Via social media, showing that he's in Milwaukee, but was not allowed to enter the arena. Nick Aldis called him because Cody wants him there next week, which is taped. Owens will be there for himself because he loves Utah. Utah is going to be in Utah next week, I forgot. That's a double taping, by the way. And so Kevin's like, just remember, I'm doing what people want me to do. Okay. Oh, we got that. Alright, there we go. I think, was this the main event? No, not the main event. Okay, not yet. Alright, there we go to the tag team belts. The Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin. Taking on the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford. Was a good match until the end when Tommaso Ciampa, the Psycho Killer, comes in, jumps Montez Ford, throws him off the top rope, causes a disqualification, match ends, sucks. Just under 8-minute match. And, wow. Watching the Jets. Jets scored, by the way. It was 16... What was the score? 16-14, I think, before? Oh, no, it was 17-16 Jets. They scored a touchdown earlier. And now, the Colts went downfield, scored a touchdown, looked like they're going to go for 2, but his knee... I don't know. Looked like his knee was down at the 1. They're going to review it, of course. From the other end. Yeah, I think he's in because the ball crossed the plane before his knee hit. So, it counts. So now they're going for 2 to see if they tie the game with 10 minutes left. But this is a back and forth game. Actually, a decent game. Back to pass. Oh! Back to pass, and Colts did not get the 2-point conversion. And quarterback for the Colts is like, fuck, I do it too late. Well, Jets are up by 2 with 10 minutes to play in the game. Just missed it by that much. Off his fingertips. So, see what happens with that. Alright, so the Machine Guns retained via disqualification thanks to Ciampa. And, we get that. And then, Johnny Gargano comes in and is like, hey, what's going on here? Tries to calm things down, and Ciampa's like, fuck you, Johnny! Pushes him down. And then he leaves, and then Gargano's like, what? And Ciampa's still screaming. He's like, I want to go to the belts. I want to do this. I want to do that. Gargano's like, hey, let's talk about this for a second. So they leave, and then the Profits help the Machine Guns up, and then out of nowhere, Angelo Dawkins is like, well, fuck you, Alex Shelley. Tries to shake his hand, like, fuck you. So, you know what that means? Triple threat match at Survivor Series. I said that from the beginning. Moving on. Bayley gives Naomi a pep talk, tells her to watch out for Io. Okay. Why? She's on your team. Naomi's on the same team with Io in War Games. Moron. Anyway, Bianca and Jade come in and tell Naomi to win her match and win the belt from Nia. Woo! Jax, get that. Then we find out what happens next week. And that's it. Then we go to Nia Jax and Naomi, part 2, Electric Boogaloo for the Smackdown Women's title. This was chaotic near the end because we go to the back, we see Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez beat the shit out of Bianca and Jade. And then Tiffy Tiff comes out with a cheap shot with the briefcase to Naomi. Nia Jax drops the leg. She goes for the Annihilator. That gets broken up. And Nia tries a middle rope power slam, which gets reversed into a small package slam. Wow. That was actually good. I was like, whoa! Marked out a little bit for that. So that's that. And somehow Nia kicked out at 2. And then Bayley comes out, takes out Tiffy Tiff. Naomi goes for a split-legged moonsault, hits that, but does not win the belt, because Nia kicked out at 2 again. And then Candice LeRae sends Bayley into the ring post. And then we get a Super Samoan drop by Nia. Then she finishes off Naomi, squashes her like a bug with the Annihilator. 1, 2, 3 to retain the belt. And that's pretty much it. So she retains. So it looks like Team Liv is going to be Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Tiffy Tiff, Nia. Wait, take it back. So is it Nia, Tiffy Tiff, Raquel, Liv, and I forget the other person. Teaming up probably, or it looks like it's going to be against Io, Jade, Bianca. Am I missing somebody here? I'm missing somebody here. And Naomi. And possibly their 5th member. We'll see what happens on Monday night. We'll see. But since the spoilers were out, I think we all know who's coming back. Mommy! But we'll see what happens with that. So both men's and women's War Games matches probably finalized this week, because we got next week. It's all taped because of Thanksgiving week. Everybody will be off. Thank you, Hunter. We got that. And then we're pretty much back live for the pay-per-view, and then December 2nd. And then we're on the road to Saturday night's main event on the 14th. But we got a little pit stop to make the week before that. December the 7th is NXT Deadline. And that's the final pay-per-view of the year for NXT, and the final event of the year for WWE will be Saturday night's main event. And then smooth sailing into January. And then the Netflix debut for Raw and SmackDown. Buffering, I bet, but we'll see. I get to watch it on the stream. Because I don't have Netflix. I mean, I did, but now it's like so much fucking money to pay for it. I'm like, fuck. Save your money and watch it on the computer for free. But that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so SmackDown wasn't that bad. I gave it 7 out of 10 stars. And that's it. Alright, let's go to Rampage. Rampage wasn't actually that bad either. We had Ricochet in action in the main event. And we move on with that. Ooh, good catch there. Gets with the lead, 8.5 minutes to go. See if they can, if they score here, they probably will win this game. But they score 3, and the Colts go downfield and score a touchdown to win. They're going to be like, why didn't we get that? Let's see what happens with 8 minutes left. Alright, now, where can I get my notes to load? Of course, it's my computer. Alright, here we go. And I want to get this done because I want to get ready for the Niners game in about about half hour or so. I think it starts at 4:05. Yeah, it does start at 4:05. Starts in about 30 minutes from now. So, trying to get this done, and done, and that's it. Alright, so I'm just going to paraphrase a little bit of Rampage in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Alright, so we got that. So, match number 1, we got the ladies. We started with the ladies. Hikaru Shida. Holy Shida takes on Layla Gray. 5-minute match. Was okay. Shida wins with a Falcon Arrow. She did the deed. And she gets the win. And that's pretty much it. So, she wins, and then she will fight Chris Statlander this Wednesday night per their segment on Collision, which I'll talk about later tonight. So, good opener. Shida gets the win, and we'll see what happens with that. Then we go to the back with Harley Cameron hyping up her match with Mina Shirakawa. She's going crazy. She grabs guitar, starts strumming. Pretty good. She did pretty damn good. You know, saying, I'm gonna be Mina, and I'm playing her guitar, I don't even know. It was basically like 3 chords, almost. I think it was an A chord, a C chord, and a G chord. Maybe an E chord in there, I don't know, but it wasn't that bad. I've heard worse. Anyway, alright, match number 2, match number 2, we got the Funky Chicken, Mark Briscoe, reach for the Skyboy, Jay Briscoe. He takes on Arya Davari, all the Premier Athletes. Match lasted long. I don't know why this match lasted that long. 11-minute match. You know, smart Mark Sterling interferes a couple of times. And then, Rocky Romero, let's say. He comes out, beats the crap out of Mark Sterling, and then Mark Briscoe hits Davari with Froggy Boo! 1, 2, 3, Mark Briscoe gets the win. Decent match. And, that's pretty much it. Alright, speaking of Rocky Romero, he's in our next match as he takes on the High Flyer Commander with the Hype Man, Alex Abrahantes at ringside, MVP watching in the back. Impressed. He was impressive. He was impressed with Commander as he gets the win. He walks the ropes, hits a shooting star press, 1, 2, 3 in 10 minutes. MVP liked it. And I did too. I thought it was a pretty good match. Alright, then we hear from Anna Jay. Talks about her no DQ brawl. It was crazy as shit last night with Mariah May for the AEW World title. If Anna Jay doesn't win, she can't face Mariah May again as long as she's the champ. So we get that. Taya Valkyrie interferes and basically tells Anna to tread lightly. Anna doesn't back down. She's ready to throw down. And then Taya kind of like walks off. Anna, you should know better because, behind Taya, you got Deonna Purrazzo. What do they call themselves now? Something with a V. The Vindictive? The Vendetta. What am I talking about? That's a good name. So, we'll see what happens with that. Match number 4, LFI, Bruce and the Beast, Mortos, beat the fuck out of Richard Holiday, I know you, and Alec Price, whoever that guy is, and they beat him as Bruce basically did all the work. Mortis really didn't do much, or if anything, and, Roosh gets the win. He beats, Richard Holiday and Alec Price basically 2-on-1, gets the win for, the team, and I didn't give a fuck about that. And that's that. And then Lexi interviews MVP, who admits he has eyes on a few talents in AEW on the roster. It turns this conversation to talk about his issues with Swerve. Calling Swerve's demeanor full of arrogance. Arrogance! Okay, you're not Rick Martel. Stop it. You smell of arrogance! I miss Rick Martel. I don't even know he's in the Hall of Fame. If he's not, he should be. By himself, and with Tito Santana, Hall of Famer, by the way, with Strikeforce. Strikeforce should be in the Hall of Fame as a tag team. With probably one of the best WWE theme songs back in the day. Girls in Cars, by Robbie Dupree. No relation to Maxine Dupree. But that was probably one of the best songs on the wrestling album, too. Power Driver was number 1. Demolition, number 2. Girls in Cars, my number 3. Number 4, well, a close number 4, it would be Slick's theme. Job so broke, a job so broke, and you only hang out with your friends. And then, if you only knew what I'm gonna do to you. Also on that album was Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo by Mean Gene and Rick Derringer. Miss Brooks! What is the meaning of this? Man, Miss Brooks look hot. Kick off her shoe and somebody called, ooh! I don't even know the principal's name in that video. Banzai! I was like, wait a minute, is Yokozuna coming out? And then he just goes into Rick Derringer and Hogan playing the bass. Oh, man. I still have this. I still have the VHS. It's crazy. And I have the sort of mixtape of the wrestling album 1. I have a few of the WWE CDs of the theme songs. You know, fully, what was it called? WWE Volume, the Music Volume 3, Volume 4, whatever. Forcible Entry, I think it's the one with The Rock and Method Man. You know, a couple good ones. And yes, I have the one with Rikishi's Put a Little Ass on It, you know. That's a good one. That's for the ladies. Alright, so, MVP, says swerve your demeanors for arrogance, and MVP feels a lot of pride, comes before the fall, promises there'll be lessons Commander will learn when he faces Shelty Baby on Collision. Shelton won that match, and then he almost took Commander's mask off, but then Alex Abrahantes tried and failed to make the save, and basically Shelton whipped his ass. Well, sucks to be you, hype man. That's that. Alright, main event, Ricochet and Dante Martin. Fabulous match. Back and forth they went, 11 minutes. Ricochet wins the match after he hit the Blue Thunder Bomb. As you all know, if you're not Sami Zayn, you don't get the pinfall out of that. Ricochet follows that up with a suplex and his version of the Hidden Blade. I forget what he calls that. 1, 2, 3, Ricochet gets the win, and once again, MVP impressed. That's it. So that ends, so that pretty much ends Rampage. Rampage wasn't that bad. So I gave Rampage 6.5 out of 10 stars, and once again, Smackdown 7 out of 10 stars, and Rampage 6.5 out of 10. So that's that. Alright, so let me know your ratings down below, what you guys thought of the show. Leave a comment down below, and that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm going to get out of here, because the Niners game is coming up in about 20 minutes from now. So, I'm going to go watch that, and probably take a nap before we get to Sunday Night Football, even though it's playing tonight. And that's it. Jets just kicked the field goal. 2:41 left. We'll see what happens with that. And just got one timeout left. Indy has all 3 and a 2-minute warning. So, Jets can squeak this one out. Or they're going to, like they always do in the fourth quarter. But that's that. Miami's up 31-19 over the Raiders. Well, the Raiders look like they're about to just give up. See what happens with that. But really, the game of the week is to see Cox and the Niners and Santa Clara. Coming up in a little bit, Green Bay has just taken the lead over the Bears. The Bears 20-19 with 3 minutes left. Let's see if the Bears can squeak that one out. Kind of helps the Niners in a way, if you look at the playoffs, but I don't think we're going to be talking about the actual run to the playoffs for another 3 weeks. by the time we hit like middle of December, we're gonna be talking about the playoffs in probably like week 13, week 14, because it's gonna be getting around that time. But we'll see. Right now, the Niners are at 5-4, half game back of Arizona for the division lead. If they win today, I think Arizona loses, Niners get first. I believe they get first place because they'll be 2-2 in the division. Because the 2 wins are against the Seahawks. They lost to Arizona. I think they have to play the Rams twice. When they play the Rams, I think they won. I have to check. But I'm pretty sure they're 1-2, and their 1 win was against the Seahawks. Oh, they did lose to the Rams. So they have 1 game left with the Rams. I think it's at the end of the year. So they have to win this game, the next 3 division games to get to the NFC West title again. Maybe a 3rd or 4th seed. I'm hoping for a 3rd, but we'll see what happens with that. Because if they get the 4th seed, it depends on who becomes the number 5 seed, and there's going to be some tough teams that might be the 5 seed. It could be Washington or the Eagles. It could be Green Bay. It could be the Fight Queers or the Lions, depending on who wins that North Division. Then you got to worry about the South Division, which could be the Saints. Not the Saints. Well, it might be the Saints. It could be the Buccaneers or the Falcons. And right now, it looks like the Colts are in business. Wide open pass down to inside, right around the 20. But they got a lot of time. 2 minutes left. I think they're going to take their time, run a few plays, and they have to get a touchdown to win. So, see the Jets defense, which is playing pretty decent today. If they can stop them and somehow, some way, survive this game and with a win. Well, that's that. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, peace.